Morning. Good morning, everyone. Meghna, Vardhan, Hiranmai, Srinivas Rao, Sudeshna. How are you all? All good? Exams over. So that was a basic exam based on the introduction, what we have taught you in 1 week. Bhargav. Good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 hello. One eyes, I think. Chalo, no problem. It will get okay in 1-2 days. Vijaya. Thanuj. All good? So see, what we are teaching you, you have to take it seriously and then you have to revise all the things on regular basis. Okay, based on that, if you are having some questions, you can practice those questions also. Okay. And from today onwards, we will start with chemical bonding. Before this, we were telling you some basic definitions of ionization energy, electron gain, enthalpy, radius and all. We have told you. And then we will start with chemical bonding. So from here, we will start like NCERT. We will complete chemical bonding in almost 11 lectures. 11 lectures means how many days? Why so many days? No. 11 lectures, that means 1 month will go on or what? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 12. So almost 22, 24 days. So 24 days for chemical bonding. So I will suggest see those who are not knowing much, they should see it nicely. And those who are already knowing many things. So if you are having previous notes, you can read that. And at the same time, you can start doing questions, more and more questions. And you can study some other topics also. You can study some other topics also, so that you can utilize the time. We will be having 22 to 24 days for completing this bonding chapter. Vitamin A deficiency is there, no? Carrot, you remember? Jarapthalmia. So it came in the NEET exam also, no? Chalo, so let's start. This week up to which topic? I think syllabus they will tell you. Chalo, I'm telling you so that you can also start. Lewis dot structure, Fajans rule. So what we have to complete, I'm telling you, like a basic of bonding, ionic bond properties, lattice energy, Fajans rule, octet, coordinate bond, Lewis dot structure, formal charge and limitations. So these are the topics. Acha, for previous classes, those who have missed 4 classes you have missed. So you can watch those lectures online. All the videos are available. Jet effective video and all those things compulsory. You see it. At least you will get basic of the topics. Okay. So let's start bonding. So bonding is very important. Wherever we see, bonding between teacher students, parent students, or friends, everywhere bonding is important. Why we are having bonding? To become stable. If we don't have bonding with someone, we are moving here, there, anywhere. But when we are bonded, we are happy, we are stable. Okay? So bonding means what? Connection. Dipole not there. Okay? Question paper for online students. Question paper maybe in the app. App wale mein dekh lena. Or any doubts you are having regarding the app and all, then Prasad ji. Call to Prasad ji. Okay. So chalo. So now see some basic definitions are there. You should also read NCERT. Everyone open NCERT. Keep it near you. So the first thing which we are going to see is what? Chemical bond. What is a chemical bond? Definition is there on the first page of NCERT only. ठीक है ना? क्या बोल रहा है बताओ? It is the attractive force. It is the attractive force. Everyone take out NCERT, put it near you. At the same time, you have to see NCERT also. ठीक है? भैया, at the same time, you have to see NCERT also. So first page, bold line. All the bold lines are important. We will try to write also. You can also write. So it is the attractive force which holds holds, which holds what? Constituent particles. What are the constituent particles? बोलते रहो. Constituent particles like what? Like atoms you are having, ions you are having. So all these things will be hold together. ठीक है ना? By some attractive force in different chemical species. In different chemical. So this definition we are writing. After that we will not write, because in long term definition writing is not that much important, because we don't have to write now board exams na. So chalo, starting part we can do. So chemical species, so that is only known as what? Bond. So it is holding together the atom, ions, molecules. That is only what? Bond. Attractive force which is holding together. Like see, you are knowing ki bhaiya HCl is there. So HCl, how we are having? One H is there, one Cl is there. They share electron. They are bonded. They are hold together by this bond. This dash. This dash shows what? Batao? This dash shows covalent bond. Whenever you write dash, covalent bond. Similarly, you will say, sir, ions are there, Na plus is there, Cl minus is there. Between charges, the force is known as electrostatic force, Coulombic force. So opposite charges are there, electrostatic force of attraction is there. Electrostatic force of attraction is there. And this is only known as what? Ionic bond. Ions are held together by this bond, you can say. Clear? Okay. So then we are having a few representation like scientist Gosalites. कौन scientist था बताओ? Gosalites. Gosalites approach. Around 1816. Around 1816. Gosalites, what he told? He divided the atom. He divided the atom into two parts. What two parts, bhai? Assume this is sodium. Assume this is sodium. Sodium having how many electrons? Batao. Sodium having how many electrons? Sodium having how many electrons? You will say, sir, simple 11. Then also you have to reply, because we are in a flow. So you will say, sir, 2 electron here, 8 electron here, and 1 electron is what? Valence electron. What is valence electron? Electron in the outermost shell is known as what? Valence electron. So this is a sodium atom. He divided the atom into two parts. What two parts? One part is valence shell or valence electron. One part is valence shell or valence electron. Okay. Rest everything. Rest everything. What is rest everything, bhaiya? Ye all. This is known as what? Core. Core, or what we call it? Kernel. 11 protons are there. This also you know. So the nucleus and all the inner orbital electrons, these are core, and the outermost part is what? Valence shell. So he divided into two parts. Now generally you know, sir, one atom is neutral. How an atom is neutral? Because you have 11 proton here and you have 11 electrons. Dhyan se dekho, 11 proton, 11 electrons. So the atom is neutral. But this one electron you have kept side. Dekho, now how many electrons can you see? If I remove the valence electron, then how many electrons you can see? Bolo, if I remove the valence electron, then how many electrons you can see? 10 electrons. And how many protons you are having? 11 protons. 11 proton, 10 electron. So the net charge is what? +1 or not? So this core will be what? Positive. Because electron I have removed, na? So this core will be always positive. So they also call it positive core or positive kernel. They also call it positive core or positive kernel. So these are two parts. Then he said more. What he said in NCERT, it will be written कि Lewis postulated what he postulated कि भाई every atom wants to achieve 8 electron in the valence shell like noble gases. Every atom try to achieve how many electrons? 8 electrons in valence shell, like noble gas, to attain stability, to get stable. कुछ भी लिख लो ऐसे, to get stable. So he said कि this atom can be assumed like a cube. I want 8 electrons na. So he said कि atoms can be assumed like a cube. All are here. So atoms can be assumed like a cube. Okay, with core at the center. This is core. I have told you already what is core. You can also imagine like this, like your body, we can divide it into two parts. One part is what? Skin. That is like valence shell, skin, and rest everything, bones, muscle, visceral organs, all these are like core. So skin one part, rest all core. Clear? So we can divide into two parts, skin, rest all, core. Similarly, valence shell, rest all, core. So he assumed like this, कि core is at the center of the cube. And how many corners are there in a cube? You will say, sir, 8. So these corners are occupied by valence electron. Valence electron are at the corners. So now this diagram represents how many valence electron? Can you tell me? बोलो भैया, और बोलते रहो so that you will be active. Many people think, sir, I am knowing, why I have to say? Arey, things become boring at that time, and slowly your mind will move away from studies. So as I am saying, you have to also say. You are studying at your home, in your room, but you have to reply. You have to think like teacher is standing near me only and he is asking me. So this is what one valence electron. So which group? Group 1. So you can say that this is a representation of group 1. Sodium, lithium, potassium, they are like this. मान लो, if I make one more diagram, ध्यान से देखो इधर. This is the core and I am writing here electrons. Can you tell me this is representing which group? Batao. This is representing which group? So like this type of representation we can give you. So you will say, sir, valence electron na 5. Valence electron 5. Valence electron 5 is present in group 15. So these are simple. If I will write 8 valence electron, that means noble gas. That means what? Noble gas. So these are all written in NCERT. That's why we are telling you. Lewis also said कि only valence electron take part in chemical combination. Inner electron generally don't take part. Only valence electron take part in chemical combination. Generally inner electron don't take part. So it is written in NCERT कि only valence electron take part in chemical combination. When you are making bonds, then who will take part? Valence electron. Generally, inner electron don't take part. Generally, don't take part, because we are knowing कि most of the case valence electrons are taking part in bonding. Inner electrons are protected, well protected, like these words they will use in NCERT. You can read all these things. Okay, so आ जाओ तुम. Next we will talk about types of bond. Types of bond. So we can say कि there can be strong bond, or there can be weak forces. There can be what? Weak forces. Strong bond, or you can say strong forces. Okay, what is the classification of a strong bond? We say ki bond energy more than 42 kilojoule per mole. 42 kilojoule per mole is considered as strong bond. Now you will say, sir, what are the examples of a strong bond? So bhaiya, ionic bond is there, covalent bond is there, then what? Coordinate bond is there. Coordinate bond is also a type of covalent bond only. You will study later कि coordinate bond is also a type of covalent bond, but we can study separately. Then fourth group, bolo which one I am missing? Can you tell me which bond I have not written till now? Which bond I have not written? याद दिलाओ, बोलो. Which bond I have not written? बोलो भैया. Yes, correct. So I have not written metallic bond. I have not written metallic bond. Metallic bond. Okay. Then there is other name of coordinate bond. Coordinate bond is also known as dative bond. Ionic bond is also known as electrovalent bond. Correct? Metallic bond is between metal and metal. Between metal. Here you can say covalent bond between non-metal generally. Between what? Non-metal. And ionic bond is in between whom? Between metal and non-metal. Generally between metal and non-metal. Between metal and non-metal. Clear? Okay. Then let's talk about weak forces. Weak forces, we say कि bond energy is from 2 to 48 kilojoule per mole. 2 to वही 42 कर लो, मतलब 2 to 42. So you can clearly see कि there is so much gap. Now till 42, then weak forces are there. We don't call them bond also. We don't call them bond also, because there are not conventional bond. Dot 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 you write like this. So these are not bonds in fact. So 2 to 42, less energy. Here we have what? More energy. One question came in PYQ also, which is bond energy of CC single bond, and answers were like like 10 kilojoule per mole, ठीक है ना, 100 kilojoule per mole, ठीक है ना, 400 kilojoule per mole, ठीक है ना, 1000 kilojoule per mole. So we don't have to remember it, but what do you think? Approximately what should be the answer? बताओ. Approximately what should be the answer? क्या लगता है तुमको? approximately carbon single bond energy. We are talking about single bond. So you are knowing that this is the covalent bond. Carbon single bond energy is around how much? Batao, you have studied so much. Okay, hydrocarbon chapter is there. In that alkane is there, alkene is there, alkyne is there. Alkane, alkene, alkyne. This is in fact a PYQ question. It came around, I think, 2015-16 and all. 15-16 nahi, this came around 2011 around. 10-11, हाँ. क्या बोलेगा बताओ? 10 kilojoule per mole. 10 kilojoule per mole, so you cannot say only na, because that is a case of weak force. बोलो क्या बोलेगा? So you can Google it out, no? कि sir, how much energy is there? Carbon single bond. चलो, I will also show you. Who can do fast? You are at home, at least something so we can use na. Carbon single bond energy. Single bond energy. Now this thing we cannot do in NEET exam. So it will come around 330-40 ऐसे अगर कुछ लिखा रहेगा. So we have the data 347 kilojoule per mole. So my answer should be what? Fourth. Actual data is 347 kilojoule per mole or 83 kilocalorie. 83 kilocalorie per mole. ठीक है ना? So when you will go in hydrocarbon chapter ना, you will find there कि single bond energy around 347, double bond energy around 600-700 they will write. Two bonds are there, sigma and pi bond. So like this we are having. ठीक है? So you can observe these things once. You can observe. So this should be more than 42 kilojoule. ठीक है ना? So around 400 it is there. 347. Okay. Then you can talk, sir, what about weak forces, sir? Weak forces. We are saying that these are not conventional bond. Not conventional bond. ठीक है ना? This comprises of van der Waals force. Van der Waals forces are there. And what is there by hydrogen bonding? Hydrogen bonding. You can say bond energy of hydrogen from 8 to 42 kilojoule per mole. Van der Waals forces are 2 to 8, you can say. So this is very weak. See here, both are weak. Van der Waals forces are also weak. Hydrogen bond is also weak. But this is weaker. Hydrogen bonding is comparatively stronger than van der Waals force. Hydrogen bonding is much stronger than van der Waals force. Both are weak forces, but hydrogen bonding is much stronger than van der Waals force. In fact, one case you remember, HF case. Now, they say like this, ki F minus HF is there, then hydrogen bonding is like covalent bond in fact. And one chapter removed states of matter. So there they were giving data states of matter chapter. It was written ki bond energy of hydrogen bond from 10 to 100 kilojoule per mole. Like this written in states of matter chapter. States of matter now removed. Their bond energy of hydrogen is written this much. Okay? So chalo, we will consider these as weak forces only. Very less bond energy. Acha, you also know ki bhai van der Waals force is what? Universal weak force. Universal weak force. ठीक है? Means what? It is present everywhere. Between you and desk also van der Waals force is there. ठीक है ना? 2% standing van der Waals force is there. But the force is so weak that no one cares. No one cares. Now in van der Waals force we are having again different types. So we will study sometime, like we have dispersion force. Dispersion force. We have dipole force. We have dipole induced dipole. Dipole induced dipole. Dispersion force between non-polar. Dipole moment between polar. And this you can say one polar and one non-polar. One polar and one non-polar. ध्यान से देखते रहो. Many things are not written in CRT also. Then also I am telling you. Dispersion force is also known as London force. Dipole force is also known as Kesom force. Dipole induced dipole is also known as Debye force. Okay. Now you can ask, sir, what do you mean by polar, non-polar? Dekho, if you are having H2 and one more H2 or F2, are you having here delta plus minus? Batao. Are you having here in H2 molecule, are you having here delta plus minus? Bolo. Conventional bond means covalent bond and all, which you are drawing by bond. Here what I will do now, you will see now, I will put dot. Okay, just attraction is there. We don't count them as a bond also. Batao, in H2, have you written like this? Delta plus minus ऐसे लिखता है. Do you write like this? Delta plus, delta minus. Bolo. In hydrogen, do you write in fluorine delta plus, delta minus? ऐसे लिखता है. FF atom connected, same atom connected, plus minus you write. No, na? Same atom we don't write. So these are the examples of non-polar. This is what? Non-polar. Now one molecule, second molecule. Between them, the force is what? Dispersion force. ठीक है. Second example, suppose you have HCl. अब बताओ, if you are having HCl, you say like this na, कि sir, chlorine more electronegative, so this is delta minus, hydrogen less electronegative, delta plus. So this is known as polar bond. This is known as what? Polar. One more you will take HCl, HBr. You can take same also. You can take different also. So now what will happen? This is delta minus. This is delta plus. Between them, the force will be what? Dipole. Bolo. All of you are able to understand? Acha, next time suppose if I take one HCl and one hydrogen. So देखो, these are non-conventional. I am not drawing a bond here. I am writing dot. ठीक है? बताओ. Now can you tell me what is the force between these two? What is the force between these two? HCl and H2. बोलो भैया, HCl and H2. बोलो HCl and H2. This is what? Dipole induced dipole. Dipole induced dipole. Because this is polar, delta plus, delta minus, but this is non-polar. This is what? Non-polar. Between them, the force is what? Dipole induced dipole. So these things will come once again. Slowly you will learn more. Like dipole moment topic is there. Dipole you studied in physics also. Ki sir, equal and opposite charge separated by some distance is known as what? Dipole. Is known as what? Dipole. Clear to everyone? Dekho, in this if you are having any doubt, then tell. In this if you are having any doubt, then tell. పర్వాలేదు. No problem. Can we move ahead? Okay. So now see, those who are feeling a bit ki मान लो so this point a bit ye or a bit fast you have said, then bhai you are having a recorded video now na, you can play it once again. Speed you decrease 0.25x, you do slowly it will go in your ears. Okay? And these are basics also, everyone knows. But then also if you are having any doubt, you can clearly say at this point you tell me once again. Okay? Chalo. So now we will talk to ionic bond. Ionic bond. Now yeah, ionic bond. So see, you are knowing something basic, but then also I will tell you ki this is a bond between tum bhi bolo kuch, what I should write? Bond between cation and what? Anion. Bond between cation and anion. Metal generally forms, metal generally पहले लिख देते हैं, generally metal forms cation and dash forms dash. Now you fill in the dash. Bolo, what is this dash dash? Then you tell me complete transfer of, fill in the dash dash. Bolo भैया, complete transfer of dash takes place. Non-metal, very good. Generally non-metal forms anion. Non-metal forms anion. Okay, like this only. We have to be involved in this. Okay, na? Then only we will learn the things. Complete transfer of electron takes place. Okay, like what you will say, ki sir, tell one example. Let's see. Like sodium is there, sodium atomic number 11, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Can you tell me which is the valence shell? I will ask you every minute, I will ask you 2-3 questions at least. Small questions. ठीक है ना, एकदम चिन्ना चिल्लर questions. ठीक है ना, but you have to reply. Like this is not difficult. Which is the valence shell? Then you will say, sir, valence shell means outermost shell. Sir, third shell is the valence shell. Third shell is the valence shell. Third shell is the valence shell. Okay, how many valence electron bhaiya? You will say, sir, only one. But how many you require valence electron? 8. So here I can lose 1 electron or I can gain 7 electrons. Gaining 7 electrons not possible. So I will lose 1. When I will lose 1 electron, I will become cation. Now what is the valence shell? Now valence shell changed. Valence shell is second orbit. Second orbit. And how many valence electrons you are having? 2 plus 6, 8. Octet completed. Okay. What about Cl? Cl is having 17. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. What is the valence shell? Third. How many valence electrons are there? 7. It requires 1 so that it can become octet. So I will take 1 electron and I will become 3s2, 3p6. Octet completed again. Now these cations and anions will attract each other. Complete transfer happened. Sodium loses 1 electron. Chlorine gains 1 electron. cation anion between them by attractive force, that is only known as ionic bond. Okay, then I will ask you one more question. Which of the following has ionic bond? And your options are H2, F2, NH4, Cl, all of these. Bolo, which is the correct answer? Bolo bhai, which is the correct answer? You will say, sir, H2, so I have seen, sir, we make like this. This is what? Covalent bond. F2, sir, I make like this, covalent bond. This NH4Cl is what? Ionic bond. How ionic bond? Because we are having NH4 plus and Cl minus. But here we find a very interesting thing. Ki sir, you have said ki cations are formed by metal. Where is the metal here? Nitrogen, non-metal. Hydrogen, non-metal. Where is the metal? Then I will tell you ki I have written generally metal. Generally, bhaiya, generally. So generally metal forms. So this is exception type, you can say, written in NCERT ki non-metal can also form cation like NH4 plus. Okay? So this is ammonium chloride. What is the name of this? Ammonium. This is ammonium ion, ammonium chloride. Next time I can give you example, NH4NO3. So you will say, ki, sir, now to I know ki NH4 plus cation is there and NO3 minus anion is there. So ammonium nitrate. Okay? So you have to read all these things. This is also written in NCERT ki NH4 plus is cation formed by non-metal. Okay? Okay. Let's move forward. So next point is electrovalency. Next point is what? Electrovalency. So electrovalency, we will say like this, ki this is defined for ionic bond. This is defined for ionic bond. There is a similar word like covalency, which is defined for covalent bond. Okay, so electrovalency defined for ionic bond. This is simply the number of electrons gained or lost by an atom in ionic bond. How many electrons lost or gained? Like NaCl is there. You are knowing Na plus is there, Cl minus is there. So its electrovalency is +1. Cl electrovalency is -1. Suppose you have CaCl2. Calcium. Can you tell me electrovalency of calcium? Bolo bhaiya. Electrovalency of calcium. Batao. +2. Very good. Because one atom is giving 2 electron. Can you tell me electrovalency of Cl? Bolo, can you tell me electrovalency of Cl? -2 नहीं बोलेगा. Don't say -2. Wrong. You have to say -1. 1 negative. In NCERT they write +2 and here they write -1. ठीक है ना? Per atom you have to tell. Cl -1. Clear to everyone? Okay. So you can do questions like this. ठीक है ना, AlCl3 बोल दिया, then you will say sir +3, here what, -1. Clear to everyone? Okay. Now we will write our next point, that is factors favoring ionic bond formation. Ki how an ionic bond can be formed, where it can be formed easily, what are the factors which favor ionic bond. Achha, they sometimes ask you this question also, which of the following is ionic compound. So there should be ions and one cation, one anion. So one metal, one non-metal. So generally S block elements with non-metal P block elements form ionic compound. You remember like NaCl. Na is a S block element, Cl is a P block element. Between metal and non-metal, S block element generally form ionic compound. Clear to everyone? Okay. So what are the factors which are favoring ionic bond formation? Which is favoring ionic bond formation? ठीक है? Which is favoring ionic bond formation. Clear? Like see, for ionic bond you require cation. Cation how we can make? By losing electron. Losing electron requires ionization energy. That's why we have taught you ionization energy before. Low ionization energy means I can remove electron easily. Low ionization energy means I can remove electron easily. So low ionization energy of metal. Metal should have low ionization energy so that cation can be formed easily. अच्छा, ठीक है भाई, low ionization energy like what? बताओ, you will prefer cesium or sodium? You will prefer cesium or sodium? बताओ. Who can form ionic bond easily? Cesium or sodium? So you will say, sir, you have taught before कि down the group ionization energy decreases. Cesium has minimum in periodic table till the 6th period. Na? So what? Cesium. Okay. Acha, sometimes na they also try to say ionization energy in terms of size. So we know कि cesium minimum ionization energy, but the size is what? Big. So you can say also like this कि big metal generally it will form what? Cation easily. Okay. Second part you have to make now anion. What you have to make now? Anion. So anion how you will make? By gaining electron. Gaining electron means what? Electron affinity. So next point I will write high electron affinity. High electron affinity. Okay. So like Cl you are knowing कि sir Cl takes electrons easily. It is having highest in the periodic table. Acha, you can also say this in terms of electron gain enthalpy. बताओ, I want more negative or more positive electron gain enthalpy. बताओ तो. To gain electron, I require more negative or more positive. Now everyone knows कि sir more negative electron gain enthalpy. Okay. Negative means energy liberated. Like Cl value, you remember Cl value was -349, fluorine value was -328. Here 349 energy liberated, so its electron affinity was more. Clear? Okay. Chalo. So we have made cation and we have made anion. We have made cation and we have made anion. So now you will say, sir, ionic compound, ionic bond formed. Done. Arey, now after this, what will happen? They will combine. And one more energy you will have to remember, ki high lattice energy. High lattice energy should be released. High lattice energy should be released. Now we have a new term, ki sir, what is this lattice energy? Don't worry, I will tell you. High lattice energy liberated. So once you see till here once, ki you are able to understand, then we will move to the next part. एक बार देख लो आराम से, whatever we have taught you. I am showing you all the slides. Bonding chapter we have started. Chemical bond definition is there. Causal Lewis approach. What is a core, kernel, and valence electron? You can take a screenshot if you want. Then like a cube, how you can think? Atom is like a cube, core at the center, valence electron at the corners. Then I told you about the bond. More bond energy, less bond energy, strong bond, weak bond. Then in weak bond, I told you hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding is also a weak bond only, but it is stronger than van der Waal. Then I told you in van der Waal there are so many types. London force, Caisson force, Debye force. I told you what is dipole, plus minus coming dipole. You can assume that as polar molecule. Okay. Then I gave you one example. I told you about ionic bond. Ionic bond, loss of electron, complete transfer, metal, non-metal generally. Then I told you कि non-metal not compulsory. Non-metal can also form cation. देखो देखो देखो. Neeru Chudali. Huh? You should see. Then we told you electrovalency. And then we told factors favoring ionic bond formation. Okay? Okay. Now next point. See here. So we are saying that whenever you break a bond, when a bond is broken, then energy is required. It is endothermic process. Endothermic process. Delta H value positive. But when you make a bond, it is always you can say 99.9%, always you can say. Okay? So when a bond is formed, I am changing. What changes I should make? Can you tell me? When a bond is formed. Energy is, batao what I should write? Energy is released. And this is what? Exothermic. This is what? Exothermic process. Delta H value is what? Negative. Clear to everyone? Ata, many people can think like this also. Arey, now the online lectures going on. I will watch anytime. Video is there. In 2 p.m. I will see. Sometimes let's go for roaming now. I will come in evening and I will see. See, discipline also so much required. When lectures are there, then time only you try to see. ठीक ना? Afternoon we will do study, self study. Evening we can do self study. So disciplined life also required. Otherwise today you are saying ki I will watch in afternoon. Then you will start saying I will watch at night. Then you will start doing arey I will watch tomorrow. Arey, it is already there. Na? Then sometimes you will say arey 2-3 days na I will watch on weekend directly. Okay? So these habits costs a lot later on. Okay? So we have to lead a disciplined life. Try to study live classes. Okay? Try to study from live classes. If you are having any doubt, you can ask. We can interact here. Oh, you should keep on replying also. Bhaiya, ek baar sabko likho yes, yes, yes. Let's see how many students are there. Everyone write once yes. Or you can give a thumbs up once. वो जो thumbs up वाला बटन है, एक बार like वाला बटन दबाओ सब लोग जितना भी है. Whoever are there, you are sleeping only, because same names are repeating in the comment section, na? So that's why I want to see कि others are just switch on the laptop, phone and gone. Now few names started appearing. But these names are again still old only. Nahin? Some people are still lazy. Lazy. Chalo. So when you will make a bond, energy is liberated. And when you break a bond, energy is required. Clear? Okay. Now let's come to this point. Key factors favoring. Means factors favoring ionic bonds. Sir, ionization energy to I have understood. Ki low ionization energy means electron will be removed easily. Okay. High electron affinity means electron can be gained easily. Sir, what is this lattice energy? Can you tell me please? To chalo bhaiya aao. So I am talking about the next topic, that is what? Lattice energy. Lattice energy. Lattice energy is represented by U. Generally we don't write U, simply we will write LE, but official representation is like U. ठीक है, lattice energy. So first of all, see, you will have to understand what is a lattice. ठीक है. See, there was a chapter called solid state, very important chapter, very imagination based chapter, a bit difficult also because people cannot imagine everything, na? But that chapter is now removed. In that chapter we used to tell what is solid, what are the different structures. They will say rhombic, monoclinic, rhombohedral, cubic, hexagonal. So many words were there. Chalo hatao. You simply think like this ki any solid is made up of a repeating unit. Like you have a Rubik's cube, you think like this ki Rubik's cube is there, one small cube there, that is known as unit cell. That is known as what? Unit cell. This small cube repeats in every direction to make that Rubik's cube. That Rubik's cube is known as what? Crystal lattice. That is small, but you can think in case of atom it is invisible, in fact, with naked eye. That means what? So many unit cell will combine. So many unit cell will combine in all the direction. Then you will get what? Lattice. Like one building is there. Building is made up of what? Rooms. So you can imagine one room is like one unit cell. One room is like one unit cell. Now this one room repeating in all the direction, up, down, left, right, you get a full building. This full building is known as what? Lattice, crystal lattice. Okay? So lattice energy is the energy required, or you can say in terms of release also. When you will make this building, lattice energy will be liberated. Okay? तो चलो आओ देखते हैं सबसे पहले व्हाट इज लैटिस एनर्जी. सो यू कैन राइट द डेफिनेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिलीज्ड आल्सो, एब्जॉर्ब्ड आल्सो. सो आई कैन से इट इज द एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड, it is the energy required to break what? To break 1 mole. Generally all the energy definitions are with respect to 1 mole. It is the energy required to break 1 mole of solid ionic compound. 1 mole of solid ionic compound into gaseous ions. मान लो NaCl solid is there. You break this into Na plus gas and Cl minus gas. ठीक है ना? You have to take how many moles? देखो solid ionic compound. You have to take 1 mole. Means here 1 written. 1 mole. Gaseous compulsory. If you will write here aqueous, wrong. Gaseous ions. If you write atom, slowly see how they will trap you. They will write everything correct. Last में here they will write atom. Gone. Wrong. Tata bye bye. ठीक है ना? Gaseous ions. You can say big structure which is visible to eye now, because atoms you are not able to see. Na? Repeating, it is a 3D. You can say it is a 3D network or repetition of unit cell in all the direction. Okay? Aja bhai. So you don't have to write their gaseous atom, ions. Ions should be there. Okay? Now in this you can say ki whatever energy here required in this reaction, this is equals to lattice energy of NaCl, and that is what? 788 kilojoule per mole. This is 788 kilojoule per mole. Clear? अब देखो यहां पे we can tell reverse also. You can say कि sir breaking then तो energy required. Then if I will make NaCl, then energy will be what? Liberated. Correct. I can write the definition in terms of liberation also. Ki it is the energy released. Or you can simply say like this. चलो यही लिखने दो. It is the energy released. Can you tell me what I should write? चलो ऊपर वाले को कॉपी कर लेते हैं, so that you will think कि everything तो similar only. चलो आओ देखो यहाँ पे I will copy everything once. ठीक है? देखो where I will make changes, you see carefully कि where I will make changes. ठीक है? And if I miss something then you tell me. देखो where I am making changes, everyone see on the board. So I am writing now कि it is the energy required नहीं, I am writing what? Energy released. To break नहीं, to make, or you can say to form. What you have to form? Again you have to form 1 mole of solid ionic compound from gaseous ions. From what? Gaseous ions. So exactly reverse I have done. Before this I was breaking 1 mole of solid ionic compound. Now I am making 1 mole of solid ionic compound. Okay? ठीक है? Then what? Then see what I am doing. I am removing this. I am removing this. देखते रहो. ये हो गया इधर. ये आया arrow, and you can see clearly I have made 1 mole of solid ionic compound. Here 1. Acha, this is also known as lattice energy. Or see, here you are making na, here you are what? Making compound. So they also write lattice energy of formation. To have more clarity, they write lattice energy of formation. They will say lattice energy of formation. Can you tell me its value? Batao. Can you tell me its value? Lattice energy of formation. When you are making the lattice, that can be also known as lattice energy of formation. This word is used in NCERT, that's why I am telling you. So you can say minus 788. Minus 788. Lattice energy of formation. Clear to everyone? Lattice energy of formation. Very good, very good. Many students are writing. Very good. I appreciate your efforts. Okay? You should be active. Clear? So see the conversion. This is important. 1 mole of solid ionic compound converted to gaseous ions, or you have to make it. So मान लो, suppose when you are making this lattice, so much energy is liberated. That means that compound will be what? Stable. That compound will be what? Stable. So they say like this, कि lattice energy is a qualitative measure of stability of a compound. Stability of a compound. Means by lattice energy, we can tell about stability of a compound. You can say more lattice energy, that implies more stable ionic compound. Generally, lattice energy is defined for ionic compounds only. So more stable ionic compound. Now you can say, ki, sir, that means the lattice energy part very important. So I should compare ki whose lattice energy more and whose lattice energy is less. But the question is now ki how you will compare? Are you knowing the formula? How you will compare? So don't worry, I will tell you, bhai. Dekho, suno. You know this thing ki one charge Q1 is there, one charge Q2 is there, separated by some distance. There will be electrostatic force between them, that is K Q1 Q2 by R square. You are knowing this or not? Electrostatic force or Coulombic force. Coulomb's law, they say. Very good. K1 Q2 by R square. So this is force. This is what? Force. मान लो if I write only K Q1 Q2 by R. K Q1 Q2 by R, then what is this? बताओ तो. If I write K Q1 Q2 by R, then what is this? बताओ. बोलो भैया. केशव राव. This is what? Energy, potential energy we are saying. So with this we can tell कि Q1, Q2, two charges separated by some distance. I can say कि lattice energy is directly proportional to product of charges. Lattice energy directly proportional to product of charges and inversely proportional to size. Product of charges and inversely proportional to size. देखो, lattice energy directly proportional to product of charges. And inversely proportional to what? Size. ठीक है? Done? charge first priority. First we will check charge. First we will check what? Charge. Okay, so let's do it. How to check charge and all? Let's do some question. Like suppose I am writing LiCl, NaCl, KCl, RbCl, CsCl. You have to arrange on the basis of lattice energy. ध्यान से सुनना. You have to arrange on the basis of lattice energy. Okay, so see how to do the question. You know ki sir we are having one cation here and we are having one anion. You will see ki anion part same. Generally what will happen, one of the ion will be same. Anion is what? Same. Okay, so we have to focus mainly on cation. We have to focus mainly on cation. Now listen carefully. What we have said कि lattice energy directly proportional to product of charge. So first you multiply the charges. 1 into 1, lithium plus 1, chlorine minus 1. Just multiply the charges. Sign we don't require. Because every time cation and anion means what? Net will be minus only. So first priority I have said कि first you have to do what? Charge. Then you will find कि अरे charge product तो same. Then you will focus on size. But size inversely proportional. See carefully. Anion part same. So focus on the size of cation. Focus on the size of cation. Chalo. Focus on the size of cation. So now when you will focus on the size of cation, who is smallest cation? Can you tell? Who is smallest cation? So you will say, sir, down the group size increases. That's why we told you 4 lectures, basic things. Radius, ionization energy, because we require these things now. Radius we require here, ionization energy we have written before only. ठीक है ना? So that means what? Small size. That means lattice energy is what? More. Small size, so lattice energy is what? More. Let's see second question. NaF, NaCl, NaBr, Nai. Again you will multiply the charges. When you will multiply the charges, charge priority, you will find कि charges are same. This time you will find कि cation part is same. Cation part is same. So I will focus on anion. Anion F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. Who is the smallest anion? Who is the smallest anion? NaF. Small size means lattice energy is what? More. Like this we have to do. You can also say like this. Ki sir, can we say कि when charge is same na, down the group size increases, that means lattice energy decreases. Can we say like this? Batao. When charges are same, then generally in a group charge will be same only. Like group 1 you will have +1, group 2 +2. So generally charge part will be same only. You can also write directly कि as we move down the group, as we move down the group, as we move down the group, size increases, that implies lattice energy decreases. This also I can say. Okay, chalo, let's do the next question. So Na2O MgO Al2O3 Aln. Can you tell about the lattice energy now? बताओ भैया, Can you tell about the lattice energy now? So first again I will multiply charges. Plus 1 minus 2, 1 into 2, 2 into 2, 3 into 2, 3 into 3. Nitride is N3 minus, oxide is 2 minus, halogen is X minus. Nah. So based on charge it increases. Read the question carefully. They are asking about decreasing order or they are asking about increasing order. Clear? Done. Clear? Okay. So like this you can solve many questions. Like this we can solve many questions. Like suppose I am talking about magnesium oxide and magnesium nitride. So you can say that 2 into 2, 2 into 3. Clear to everyone? You can compare like this, you can compare other things also. So directly proportional to product of charges and inversely proportional to size. Directly proportional to product of charges and inversely proportional to size. This is about what? Lattice energy. This is about lattice energy. Clear? Okay. Now let's see one special case of NaCl. Why lattice energy is so much important? We are writing formula, we are calculating it. Why this is so much important? Now the last 5-10 minutes left. Don't think if 5-10 minutes not important. Most important thing we are going to tell now only. Listen carefully. So I am talking about formation of NaCl. I am talking about what? Formation of NaCl. NaCl structure is also known as rock salt type. This was from that chapter only, solid state. This was from that chapter only, solid state. Okay, na? Rock salt type structure they are saying. Cube will be there, Na plus will be there, Cl minus will be there, and so on. Like this they will say. Okay? So what they are doing, now you think how NaCl can be formed. Suppose we start the reaction with Na gas. ध्यान से सुनो. Suppose we start the reaction with Na gas. Then first of all I should make a cation. Then I should make an anion. Then cation and anion will combine to form crystal lattice. Okay. First I will make a cation, then I will make an anion, and cation and anion will combine, ionic bond formed, then they will form the crystal. Correct? Okay. Chalo. So how I will make a cation? Can you tell me how I will make a cation? You are knowing, sir, for making cation I require ionization energy. Na plus gas. That's why we have told you the definition of ionization energy. Ionization energy definition is it is the energy required to remove an electron from isolated gaseous atom. Balanced shell of chalo, so many things are there, but gaseous atom compulsory. So I have taken gaseous atom, anion. Okay. So here ionization energy of sodium, that is around 495 kilojoule per mole. This much energy will be required. This much energy will be required to make this cation. Then suppose I am having Cl gas. Cl gas I will have to make anion. Then electron gain enthalpy involved. then you know we have quoted these values. This is a standard question, so we should know some values. Ki electron gain enthalpy of Cl is minus 349 kilojoule per mole. So some energy is absorbed and some energy is liberated. When we are trying, our target is to make NaCl crystal. How to make? I am having Na gas, Cl gas. I will remove one electron, ionization energy required. Here Cl electron gain enthalpy released. Achha, now if I ask you sum of ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy, this will be approximately 146 kilojoule per mole. Coming or not? Batao. This is approximately coming 146 kilojoule per mole. So till now, overall energy is absorbed. Till now, overall 146 kilojoule per mole of energy is absorbed. Because ionization energy required is around 500 and released energy is around 350. So my 150 to gone bhai. Suppose you want to start a business, that business मान लो tea stall only, tea coffee selling, ठीक है, investment require 500, ठीक है, but return you are getting only 350 rupees. That means you are in a loss of 150 or not? बताओ भाई, you are in a loss of 150 or not? अच्छा, मान लो if you are in a loss of 150, then will you do that business? Will you do that business? बताओ, if you are in a loss of 150, then will you do that business? You will say no, sir. So same thing happens in chemistry also. Ki if the net energy is absorbed, then that process is not favorable. And if the net energy is released, then the process is what? Favorable. So they will ask you. So they will ask you. What they will ask? They will ask you कि भैया sum of ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy is positive, energy absorbed, this process not feasible, not favorable, then how NaCl is formed? Then how NaCl is formed? बताओ. Our Russian language is very good. Okay. How? So let's focus here. So what we were saying, कि ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy net value is what? Absorbed. ठीक है? So the process is not favorable. Then you can say ना कि sir, then how NaCl formed? NaCl तो भाई common salt. Uppu we put in pappu, then we eat it. How NaCl formed? बताओ. How NaCl formed? Then you will have to say, कि sir, till now I have not formed NaCl only, I have formed only Na plus and Cl minus. Now I am going to solve. Now I am going to form NaCl. How? Then this Na plus and Cl minus will combine to form NaCl solid. NaCl solid. This Na plus and Cl minus will combine to form NaCl solid. Can you guess the enthalpy liberated in this case? बताओ. Can you guess the enthalpy liberated in this case? बताओ. What value should come here? You will say कि sir, this is the equation looking familiar. I have seen this before. This is nothing else but enthalpy, lattice enthalpy of formation, and this value will be minus 788 kilojoule per mole. So what you observe, कि till here तो I was in loss, but when Na plus and Cl minus will combine, then energy will be liberated 788. So my loss is totally recovered. 146 loss is totally recovered. And in fact, now to bhaiya I am in profit. Now to I am in profit, around 640 profit I am having. So that's why NaCl is formed. So NaCl is formed because large amount of lattice energy is liberated, which more than compensates for the loss. Like I told you now, suppose we are doing business, tea, coffee. We were in a loss of 200 rupees. 500 invested, we got back only 300. 200 loss. But then also, remember, 200 loss. But then also I am doing that business. Why? Because bhai, side mein I was selling bhaji also. Mysore bhaji, punugunu, this sell was also doing. There I got a profit of 1000. There I got a profit of 1000. Tea, coffee, 200 loss. But bhaji business, 1000 profit. So that bhaji business is compensating for my loss. And it is not only compensating, it is more than compensation. Net profit I am having 800. Net profit I am having 800. Understood the point? So here you will write one point. Ki lattice energy liberated more than compensates, and these all are lines of NCERT. More than compensates for the sum of ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy. My net delta H net will be 395. You can say net will be ionization energy plus electron gain enthalpy plus lattice energy, and this value you are knowing that this value is bhaiya 395 approximately. This is minus 349 495, and this one is minus 788, and net value will come negative. So net energy released, net energy released. Clear? Net energy released. So if I ask you why NaCl is formed, due to ionization energy, electron gain enthalpy, or lattice energy, what you will say? Batao. If I ask you, we will keep till here only. If I ask you why NaCl is formed, what you will say? Due to ionization energy, due to large electron gain enthalpy liberated, or due to lattice energy liberated? Due to high lattice energy. Due to high lattice energy. Lattice energy not only compensates, more than compensates. Lattice energy more than compensates for the sum of ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy. Okay, all of you understood, I think. That's why this is formed. So next class again we will tell you what to do. अच्छा एक और बता दो, what is the sum of ionization energy and electron gain enthalpy, positive or negative? Sum of, दूसरा बताओ, sum of lattice energy and electron gain enthalpy, positive or negative? Positive. But overall negative, na? With lattice energy it is negative. So that's why some lines will be written in NCERT. We will start from there in the next class. I have told you how to compare lattice energy, so you can do at least lattice energy questions you can do. Whatever material you are having, where they will ask directly whose lattice energy is more, whose lattice energy is less, those questions you can do. Okay, so hope you have understood. Enough for today. Thank you everyone. Done. Okay, thanks everyone. Chalo, but you have to study nicely and solve questions. Solve some questions. And you are at home. मान लो any question if you are trapped, you can check online solutions also. But if you are not able to do, then you can ask in the next classes. ठीक है? You can message me. Then we will see it. Okay. Chalo, thanks everyone. Bye bye.